I often get asked what I do, and it's really hard to explain that. So what I've put together is some words and pictures. So yesterday I looked after the Siemens stand at Radheim, and by looking after, I mean I was on site. I made sure that the stand was built as per the drawings and specifications, and I was there for a representation for my client. So here we go. First slide. Here we 1:05 in the morning. Yeah, great time. And that's what I see in the morning. It's pretty much black. Okay, we've rolled on a little further now, and now we're at 7:26 a.m. And as you can see, I'm looking really excited and a little bit nervous because I think no matter how long you've been doing this, there is always that thought in the back of your mind of what the hell am I going to do when this goes tits up? So you're really always conscious of having a plan B no matter what you're doing and no matter how many times you've done that. Okay, this is Royce, and this is actually why I'm doing the site work I am at the moment. Royce is overseas having some great time with his family, and he so deserves this break. And he's in London. God, we are just so jealous of him right now. But hi, Royce, we're having a great time, and it went fine. So you can stop, looking at this point. Go and have a great holiday. Thank you very much. Okay, everyone else except Royce. Yep, blurry photo of the wonderful site induction I had to do because my site induction had expired after a year. So that's me just kind of going, oh, you're kidding me, aren't you? Look, they're really important, OH&S. We love it. We're all over it. But really, you just sit through one too many OH&S videos, but at least this one didn't have anything about snakes, because the one that I did last year for Melbourne Water when I was doing the fit out for a sales office down at Riverwalk, yeah, that had a whole section about snakes, so at least this one didn't. Oh, this was actually the highlight of the day. At 9:26 a.m. I got to ride in a semi-trailer. So our semi-trailer driver was just a little bit disconnected with reality and maps, and he'd been given wrong directions and all that sort of stuff, so he was MIA for a while. But we got on board, we smoked the peace pipe, so to speak, and we got him back up and happening. So this is us making our way to the non-existent loading dock. That's pretty much what you see when you turn up to site, a whole bare area of land that's all yours. You can see sort of the cables running across in the background, and that's what you have to start with, which is nothing, and you've got to make something of it. And we are making something of it. This is the floor being laid for the stand. At this point, some cables are being run out to the different areas that we need, and the crew are off and running. This is at 11:17 a.m. So now that the floor goes down, the walls go up. Now, I often fancy myself as having long nails, but it's just never going to happen, and here's why. I spend so much of my time, number one, when I'm rowing, smacking my hand up against the gunnels, and then the other thing that I tend to do is I end up peeling stuff off on site, and this vinyl was part from a past show, so we didn't need any more, hence that's my job. And while everyone's probably thinking that, oh God, you have such a glamorous job, you get to travel, God, all these great places, yeah, but this is still, it still works. So this is base camp set up. No matter where I am, the office is traveling with me. You can see the laptop, a number of bags, and in the background there, this is my number one tip. If you ever work in this industry, make sure you've got water. Hell, you just go through so much water on site. It's very dry conditions in these air-conditioned premises, so water is your friend, and make use of it. My other favourite tip: make sure you've got yourself a toolkit. This is my toolkit, and it's all pink, and there's actually a reason for that. Because so many people need to borrow your stuff. People forever wandering around. Oh, can I borrow a Stanley knife? Can I borrow a ruler, tape measure, whatever? Don't mind lending, but I love getting things back. So having pink, when people see that I've got pink, it's just mostly the guys asking on site. You go, yeah, sure, go for it. The toolkit, the pink toolkit's over there. They're going, probably don't need that anymore. And you think, yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, thumbs up for the pink toolkit. All right, so once the walls are up, it's now time to put on the graphics. So this is the start of that happening. This is self-adhesive vinyl being applied to an end wall. And now there's some more vinyl being put up for the wall as well, for a different wall. And this is standing back. So you can sort of see now it's all starting to come together. Some more pieces are being placed on the stand. My other favourite job is cleaning. guys who we do have work on the stand, yeah, they do some cleaning, but they don't clean like girls clean. And so yeah, I'm always wandering around with an Ajax bottle and a Jif and a wiper to just clean up and keep going. I didn't know whether I'd actually put this slide in, but in the end I decided yes, it was a good idea. And the reason being is that I think it's important to show that stuff happens on site that you never can plan for and you don't want to happen, but sometimes it just does. So you can see here I've pretty much marked the area. That was the damage to the venue wall that we ran a forklift into when moving crates outside. You don't see the bigger picture here, but it was quite a narrow opening to get the crates out. It certainly came in, but by the time we were coming out there was a lot of stuff all around the access point, and unfortunately even with spotters the forklift just moved that little bit and it's a plaster wall and it's not going to put up with much punishment. But yeah, I just think it's keen to highlight, like, all sorts of stuff happens all the time. I'm not so interested in who's to blame. What I am interested in is how we're going to get ourselves out of it. So made all the calls, filled in the documentation, and it'll be sorted, and the best part is no one's injured and it can be fixed. Okay, so there you have it. That's pretty much the finished stand. My base camp office has now been moved to the Siemens base. We've got the greenery on the stand, all the graphics are up, lights are on, and iPad stands are in place, so it's pretty much showtime. As you can see, these are just a couple of close-up views, the different areas and equipment. The all-important floor cleaning gets done. White floors, love them. They look so fresh, but man, they cop a punishment. So lots of cleaning on the white floor. And we're not quite finished yet because now it's just a case of getting the empties out of the venue. This is all loaded up. The track's leaving at 6:57. So yeah, stand's done, all done. So I hope that provided some background to what I do, and that it just was a little illuminating from what happens between the 3D visuals and then the end result. Thanks for watching. Bye now.